Welcome. Take It Up with Jessica Lee. I'm here with Laura DeFurio, who is the Group Manager of Customer Retention and Engagement at Adobe for the Document Cloud. Hi, Lori.
Hi, Jessica. Thanks for having me here today.
Sure. Welcome to the show. I want to ask you a bit more about your job function, because even though it says customer retention and engagement, you mentioned customer marketing a lot. And explain a little bit about the differences in marketing versus engagement, I guess.
Yeah, absolutely. So what's very interesting is one of the ways you could describe our role is really that post-sales experience. It's the customer now becomes an Adobe customer, and what is the journey with them through implement? How do they get up and running to adopt their using and really getting value out of their what they've licensed from us, all the way through to renew and retain and, of course, grow if things go well. Mm-hmm. We partner very closely with our customer success organization. So we're sort of the marketing arm. They have a KPI, I have the same KPI. And we really work closely together to make sure that our customers truly have a good experience while they're part of the Adobe family and that they do retain.
Okay, so you're using a lot of the marketing practices, I take it, but for customer success metrics, retention, yes. Adoption.
Absolutely. So it is. It's sort of, if you think about the marketing funnel, so many of my peers are at top of the funnel in the acquisition. Let's bring the customers in. My goal really is to help them not leak out of the bottom of the funnel. They stay as part of our Adobe community.
And you've got $1 billion revenue in the Document Cloud business?
The Document Cloud business is a little over $1 billion. And I'm responsible for the enterprise part of the Document Cloud business. And so we have a team of about 7 people to really help with the customer marketing.
Mm-hmm. And how many enterprise customers are you handling now?
I'd say there's multiple thousands on the app, but my Document Cloud business is made up of Acrobat. I think we have, close to 10,000 customers with 8 million seats of Acrobat. And on the Adobe Sign side, which is our e-signature solution, I have, in the double digits, thousands of customers over there that we take care of.
Yeah, I was thinking, well, why do we need another signature tool? But there's some great benefits to being part of a bigger portfolio of technology.
Yeah, we have competition in the e-signature space, clearly. But the thing that's really interesting is that we're not just a signature solution. We're Adobe. So the Document Cloud has Adobe Sign in it, but additionally you've got the Creative Cloud, you've got the Experience Cloud, and the idea is that they can all work and integrate together well to really help our customers go through digital transformation and really be able to realize it through all aspects.
I want to ask for a success story.
Okay.
And I think you shared with me earlier some phenomenal, exciting changes that are about to take place. Yeah.
So one of the things that, from a success story point of view, which was interesting to me, is we have a monthly webinar that we do with our signed customers to bring them up to date. We call it the Innovation Series, what's going on with the product, what's going on in the trends in the industry. And it's been a pretty flat registration and attendance for the last 2 years, as we were doing it just through email, using our Marketo, send the emails. We decided to use an overlay in product, to use in-product messaging, a lot of people will call it IPM, to advertise the webinar series to the IT admins that basically administer the Adobe Sign environment. And our registration and attendance increased 400%.
Wow.
It was awesome. And the thing that was actually also great about it was a sustainable growth, because these people, now that they were aware of it and they did it, they keep coming back. And so we're on a higher trajectory now to bring more of the customers together to really make sure that they're using best practices and learning from their peers as well.
Wow, 400 increase in response rate and sustained too.
Yeah.
Okay. Using in-product messaging instead of just emailing.
Exactly.
Okay. That's phenomenal. What are the some of the exciting programs that you're looking to launch?
Yeah, so on my peers at Adobe that work on the Experience Cloud have introduced something called the Experience League, which is the ability to, I'd say it's like a whole community. It has tutorials that help you all the way, really hold your hand through the journey of get up and running, implement, use it, adopt, and all of that. And they've built this beautiful platform called Experience League, and it's had huge success. It's the engagement scores are through the roof, much more than we thought. It allows you to learn it as a beginner, learn more as an advanced, and it's peer-to-peer community. So you can talk to people like you. That's one of the things we hear a lot from customers is, I'm a beginner. I want to hear either from other beginners or even advanced people, how did they get through there? What were their best practices? And as a result of this, so later this year, I'm going to launch my Document League to be part of the Experience League, but focused on my technologies within there to really build on their success for my side of the business.
And how do you do that? Do you actually get existing content and put it into like a hub and then give incentives for others to contribute more content?
A little bit of both. That's a good point. We will reuse some of the content we already have, but we're going to have a lot of new content as well. We've crowdsourced, if you will, my customer base. What do you want? What do you feel is missing? And a couple of things that they've actually told us is they want some more advanced and longer type tutorials that sort of show end to end what the whole thing is instead of little chunked up. It's interesting. A lot of video, sometimes people want to just watch it in short little nuggets, but what they're asking for, especially when you're implementing a fairly intense SaaS enterprise solution, they want a little more meat, and so we're going to be developing some more of that this fall.
Right, like deeper, more technical documents.
Yes.
Okay. You've been at Adobe for 22 years.
I know.
You've seen a lot of changes in the industry, but also Adobe itself has made a lot of strategic moves.
Yeah. Well, it's interesting. When I first joined Adobe, it was only the creative products, and they were all sold in a box, right? That was it. And over the years, clearly it was a huge move for us to move from box software to the cloud. And there were lots of reasons behind that customers were asking, but also the, explosion of cloud allowed us to do that and really make it much more accessible to everyone. I think you and I were talking a little bit earlier that someone for very low amount of money, $10 a month, $20 a month, can jump into this now, where previously maybe the buy-in was so large that they didn't really want to test out and try out our technology. Also, we've, over the years, it's interesting how we've acquired extra businesses, moved from the creative, and then we brought in more enterprise class products to be more enterprise and individual, if you will, and then brought in different things when we brought in Omniture, which now became the Experience Cloud. It was because our customers were developing all the content in the creative. Well, let's see what we can do to help them measure everything that they're building, and that's really where the measurement environment came in. And so the growth that we've done and the products as we've brought them on are always very additive to the story to try to build to be able to offer the customer any kind of experience that they need to really talk to their customers, because that's really what we're about, right? The creative products, you're building something beautiful to share with your customer or whatever, and the document cloud products, we're trying to help your customers be more productive. And then again, it's the same thing with Experience Cloud, to build great experiences for your base. So it's that's.
Last question for you, Lori. Where do you see the customer engagement practice moving?
That's a really great question. If you don't mind, I'd like to take a step back and equate it to social media marketing. Okay. So a few years ago at Adobe, I ran the social media team for our Creative Cloud. And at the time, it was like the wild, wild west. Marketing and can social media be part of marketing was kind of still an idea. Our email marketing teams didn't want the Facebook, the Twitter, the LinkedIn icons on their email. No, it's a one-click email. Don't confuse the audience. And today, it's just part of the fabric of how you do marketing. If someone doesn't have those social icons in their email or on their webpage, people think, what's going on here? I believe that the customer engagement is going to be that same way, where in 5 years from now, you will just think it's just the fabric of everything you do. It's not going to be a separate practice. It'll just be part of the entire marketing stack that, of course, we acquire a customer and we retain a customer, and it's just a fluid journey throughout that.
I see. It is a journey.
It is a journey.
From before the sales to after the sales. It's a lifetime customer management.
It is. It is.
Okay, wonderful. I appreciate you being on the show, Lori. Thanks for sharing your thoughts and your insights.
Thank you so much, Jessica, for having me here today.
There you have it, folks. Take it up with Jessica Lee, Lori DeFurio from Adobe.